No, they're from Fort Collins, Colorado, and I might add that they both spent a lot of time with some male players from Colorado who have been world champions several years.
Oh, there's use of music in the opener. Who are we seeing right now?
Throwing the disc is Brian White, one of the directors of the World Disc Championships, and his partner is Jim Therhost. They both met at college in Chico, California, where they founded the Chico Airheads disc team. They love to play to Talking Heads, that we're listening to. Starting with a few pretty co-ops using the angle on the disc. Both of these players like counterclockwise spin. They use it, it makes them more compatible, it's easier for them to play together. Notice how they set the disc into the air. One person makes a hoop, and then the other person goes on the other side and catches it. It's interesting. State-of-the-art freestyle. Making the disc appear as though it's being woven through space around the legs and through the arms. Behind the head catch. Nicely done. Jim, leg under combinations, a couple of spins. Back to Brian. Double spin, scoop under the leg, another rim delay, and what I call a socket catch. It's over the back and inverted hand. Jim's got some long legs to weave the disc under and around, and he uses it to his advantage. And Brian just tried a guidus pull, very difficult, really spectacular move.
Wow.
There's that flamingo again. High tips. Steep angle, kick brush, roll, and catch. Jim back with his under the leg tips and spins. Easy turning catch. That's a catch called a scarecrow. Very blind move. It rates higher difficulty. The arm travels far around the back without the player being able to see where the disc is, so it calls for very precise spotting. Notice that highly vertical brushing. The disc is normally it's horizontal like it is right now. And these players are adept at using the disc when it's tilted very steeply. Another beautiful combo by Brian. Jim with the disc again. Under the legs, behind the back. That's what we call the 50-50 roll. Went around the neck. Here's a co-op. Nicely done. See how they're playing to the music. Their tips, those percussive moves, and even some of the delays seem to follow the beat to an extent. When that's really clicking, it's fun. Freestyle is a dance.
That was a bizarre throw just then, wasn't it?
That's called the overhand wrist flip. It's not that bizarre. I've seen more bizarre than that. Remember, these players like counterclockwise throws, and the overhand wrist flip is one of the better ones to use for setting up counterclockwise Z's. That's another word we use for spin, is Z's. Again, the disc very vertically rolled, trying for a difficult change on the roll there. It didn't work, so that's a drop. 0.3 off on the execution score. Nice catch by Jim. Flawed. Brian's been playing very well this tournament. He's really on. He's done a lot of work for the tournament too. So you can imagine how he's got a lot of things going on in his mind, and he does a great job of keeping his concentration together at the right moment.
Do they keep or throw different things in and out of a routine depending on how well they're clicking that day? I mean,
that's a good question. Depends how well, or how much I should say, the routine has been choreographed in advance. with 5 minutes, there's a lot of time to, say, get loose, just open up, see what happens. Now here, obviously, this is all planned out and worked out. That was a pretty co-op again. But there are probably a few moments where, depending upon where the throw is and what's going on with the wind and even how they feel at the moment, they might just go for it. Or if necessary, make that catch, even if it's not the one that was planned.
Now they're right down near the end.
There's a Gaitis catch. That is the end. Gaitis, one of the classic catches in freestyle.
They're so happy they tossed the Frisbee away. The disc is gone.
That's a real crowd pleaser.
High five.
Exuberant. Exuberant. We'll be back with the scores from Spartan Stadium in just a little while.
We're looking at Kevin Givens. His name is misspelled. I think it's Givens.
Okay.
Rodney Sanchez. Kevin is very, very famous freestyler. He goes by the name of Skippy Jammer among us when we're out on the field. And he's been California State champion a couple of times.